Hi, this is Denise Mathew, and today I'm going to make these Gemstone Branch Hoop style earrings. These earrings are quite easy and versatile. You could use pre-made hoops, or I'm going to make some hoops today just to show you how it's done. You can use crystals, you can use gemstones, any kind of beads you want. Make them larger or smaller. The choice is up to you. You may notice that the gold in the branch is a little different from the gold in the hoop. That's only because that's all I had on hand. Ideally, you'd want to match it better. So let's get started. I'm working with about 5 inches of an 18 gauge wire. And because I want to use it for hoops, I'm going to wire harden it, and I'm just running my nylon pliers along it a few times to get it a little stiffer. Some people will actually use a cloth to do that as well. It's your choice. I'm using an oval mandrel, and it's just a plastic mandrel that comes in a set of 4. They're quite inexpensive, but if you don't have that, you could use a dowel. It'll make an 1.5 inch oval. So the first thing you're going to do is just do a 90-degree angle, probably about a 1/2 inch of wire on the end. That way you'll know exactly how much wire that you're going to wrap around the longer part. So you're just going to wrap it around the dowel and just nice and taut. And make sure that one side is shorter than the other. You're going to need a longer side so you can make the loop on that side. I like to stabilize my wire before I take it off the mandrel, so I'm just going to try and get the chain nose pliers and just loop around the shorter wire around the longer wire. Now if you feel you can do that without having it on the dowel, you can easily do that as well. It's your choice. I'm just going to straighten out the wire on top, and that'll be the part where I'm going to make the loop. And just take the shorter piece of wire and wrap it around as many times as you can around the longer piece of wire. Once that's done, you're going to take the longer piece of wire and you're going to make a loop with it. Now you're not going to go too high up with the loop because you want the wrap down to connect with the 2 wraps you've already made, so it looks like it's all one wrap. So just a 90-degree angle and then a loop and then a couple wraps down until you have no more wire or the wraps are connected. Since the wire is quite stiff, I'm going to use my chain nose pliers to help out. Press all the coils together, and then when that's done, you'll have a completed earring. Now you can hammer this if you prefer. That will wire harden it and give it more of a textured look, but I'm not going to do that today. The next part is just to make the branch that goes inside of the hoop. And I'm going to start out with 6 inches of 26 gauge wire. As you notice, as I mentioned it before, the gold is a little off from the gold hoop, but you'd want to match it better. So I just centered my first briolette, the biggest one, on the center of the wire, and that's a 10 by 7 millimeter amethyst. Since I've already made one earring, I'm matching it up to the other earring, so I'm just going to do a couple twists. Now don't twist too much because if you do, it'll wire harden your wire and it'll snap the wire. And then once you get as much as you like, I'm just going to slide on the next pink topaz at 7 by 5 millimeter. And I'm only working on one wire now, so you can pick left or right. It doesn't really make a difference. So I bend it in a way so that I have 2 wires to twist together, but it's still only working on one wire. So now just give it a couple of twists. And it's very simple to do. If you don't twist too much, it should work out perfectly. After I've twisted as much as I want, then I'm just going to go back on this 2 wires again, but I'm going to pick one wire again. Now I'm going to pick the opposite wire of the one I was just working with. That means if you start with the right wire, you're going to go to the left, and if you start it with the left wire, you're going to go to the right. I'm going to put my last bead on. Now you can use more beads if you prefer and continue on with the branch. Just as long as it fits in your hoop, you can do whatever you prefer. And you're going to do the exact same thing. Bring the wire over so that you have 2 wires to twist on. Twist it right up to the center. Your branch is pretty much completed. Now you're just going to do a couple twists in the center, and really just as much as you need to line up with your other one. If it's your first one, you do it as much as you like, just as long as it fits in the hoop. I'm just going to use my pliers to do it because it's easier. So you could always use your pliers for doing all of it if you don't want to use your fingers. I'm just checking it alongside the other one, and it looks pretty good. And the nice thing about the wire branches is that you can adjust them as much as you like, so it's very easy to make it look exactly like the other one. To attach the branch to the hoop, you just take the 2 wires of the branch on the top and just wrap them around the wraps. If the wire color is matched perfectly, you shouldn't be able to see them much at all. So just as many wraps as you want. I do about 2 or 3, and then just trim back the excess. Tuck in any stray wires and adjust the beads to your liking or until it matches the other earring. Now all you need to do is add an ear wire. Now if you wanted to make a pendant, you could do that as well. Instead of an ear wire, you would just put a jump ring on and you could string it on a chain. So this completes the tutorial. I hope you liked it. If you did, please like, share, subscribe, and comment. We'll see you next time. Thanks for coming. Bye for now.